Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Steven the Light Gamer. I just want to do a quick thoughts video on this game right here. Adventure Time, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage? Yes, it's a long title. That's why I had to look at it to read it. I'm just going to do a quick thoughts on it. I did beat this game. This will just be a type of thoughts video, not like the bigger ones, but a smaller one. If it's a shorter game like this, just point out some quick things about it, just to let you guys know that I played it, beat it, and give you my impressions and thoughts on it. So, enough jabbering about that. Let's get on to the game. You probably heard some initial impressions and then thoughts of it from people saying it's pretty much an adventure game just like Zelda 2. I'm a person who hasn't played through Zelda 2, so I can't really compare it to it. But I did, after hearing that, I tried Zelda 2 for about 10 minutes to see if it was, and it is kind of the same. What you got here in this game is pretty much an overworld, and you go through this overworld and kind of picture Final Fantasy like an overworld map, and you walk around the map till you get to a town or a dungeon and you go in it, and that's when the combat and stuff starts. And pretty much the game follows Finn and Jake. And if you don't know, Adventure Time, this game's based on a cartoon that I believe is on Cartoon Network. I just got turned on to it not too long ago from my fellow podcast buddy and good friend Dustin Christ. He pointed me in the direction of the show, and I've been enjoying the show. I got I think up to season 3 or 4 digitally, and it's been a blast. So I'm having fun going through the show because it's pretty good fun even if you're an adult. It's got some adult themed stuff in there that they sneak in under the rug. It's pretty funny. But anyways, back to the game. Main characters, Finn and Jake. You're teaming up, and the Ice King, who's the main bad guy in the show, bad guy in the game here, steals your garbage. And pretty much he's making princesses out of the garbage, and you get there to just figure out why he stole your garbage. You want to get your garbage back. I know it's really weird, and he'll have made a princess in the dungeon. You go in and you can care less about the princess, and pretty much after that you do a little boss fight. And the story's just about that, them trying to get to the Ice King and beat him. Along the way though, you're going to meet a ton of characters that's from the show. Everything with this, they got the show, they matched it up perfect. Music, everything, characters, the art style looks beautiful in the game. And so, I mean, if you're in the show, you'll definitely be into the game. Now, into the gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. Like I said, Zelda 2, you got that overworld map. Pretty much you're just going to be walking around this map. You're not going to be fighting any enemies while you're on the map. Once in a while you'll see this little black tornado looking thing, kind of, it's hard to describe, like a plant pop up, and if you run into that it'll take you into a combat scenario, but really easy to dodge and miss and stuff like that, so you don't ever have to fight when you're on that map. Where you do fight though is when you go into a dungeon or something like that. There's only 4 dungeons in the game. The game is really short. I beat it in about 4 hours and 20 minutes, somewhere around there. And when you do that, it goes into a side-scrolling kind of platforming style. You know, it's pretty basic. You start off just using your fist with Finn, and once you get your sword, you just have a sword that you're just hacking away with the X button. Jump to do some platforming. It's got some puzzle elements in it when you start unlocking some abilities for Jake, such as Jake, he starts off with a basic punch where he can stretch his arm out pretty far to punch. Eventually you'll unlock little skills where it's a shield type. If you hold down a certain button, his ear is a shield and can block projectiles, wind, and eventually you'll unlock an ability to kind of float through the air because Jake turns into an umbrella. Just pretty simple basic stuff. You can tell it's kind of targeted toward a younger audience, so they'd have a chance to be able to beat the game. You know, I don't want nothing too difficult for them, so they can get through it. But I mean, it's really simplistic, but just journeying through the land of Ooo, hope I'm pronouncing that right, since I'm still a Adventure Time rookie. It was a lot of fun, just the art style and everything like that. And the gameplay just reminded me of some old school classic adventure side-scrolling games, so it was cool getting that classic feel. And after playing this, I actually started playing The Legend of Zelda, the very first one for the NES, for the first time. So I really enjoyed it, the combat part of it. Visually, like I said, great. Soundtrack was great, matched everything from the show. So if you're into the show and you're into Zelda 2 type combat and stuff like that, definitely give this game a try. The dialogue's hilarious. If I was going to say the one downfall of it was I really enjoyed the shortness of it. A lot of people might knock it for that, but really simple. That could be a downfall for some people, the simplicity of the game. Even though the final boss, the Ice King, gave me a little bit of a challenge. I died a lot of times trying to fight him. But the other dungeon bosses had no problems with them. Other than that, maybe the lack of voice talent. Would have been cool to hear their actual voices and stuff from the show in there. You got little spurts of it here and there by just them saying like 1 or 2 words. But it would have been cool if the whole script was voice acted. But for a budget title at $29.99, you can't beat it. I enjoyed it. There was a collector's edition for it for $40, but unfortunately it was sold out at the game store I went to, and I really wanted to play the game, so I just bought the normal edition for $30, and well worth it. It's a game that it has a new game plus mode, and at the end it kind of teases something with maybe some unlockable characters in it. I don't know, but I mean, it's such a fun game. I'm willing to go through and try it out. So if you're into Zelda 2's types tough, doing a little back and forth, traveling back and forth, doing some quests like that, and taking on dungeons and bosses, this is your type of game right here. Play it on the go, really short. Give it a try. If you like the show, watch the show. And that's it for this quick thoughts on Adventure Time. Hey Ice King, why'd you steal our garbage? Thanks for watching. Like it out.